All right, hey guys, Jason here, Samco Tradbo. What we're going to talk about today is what do you do when hunting season's over and you kind of got the blues, the hunting blues. They're a big deal. There's no doubt about it. As a matter of fact, it's the reason I moved down here. I'm out here hunting right now, and I can hunt year-round down here where I'm at, specifically in the place that I live at. I can hunt year-round for hogs. And we have abundance of seasons going on here, so that's the reason I moved down here. Not for deer hunting, yes, kind of for hog hunting, but in reality, I moved down here because I wanted to retire, because I actually work harder now than I ever did, but I wanted to retire and spend my days hunting all year long. And not everybody's going to be able to do that. Heck, even now, I hunt less now than I did before. When I used to come down here and hog hunt, and I would come down here I would come down in January and February, for the months of January and February. I'd come down here for 2 weeks, go home for a week, come down for 2 weeks, go home for a week, come down for 2 weeks, go home for a week. And I would do that for those, from basically Christmas all the way through till March 1st. And when I would do that, I would come down here and I would hunt nonstop. I'd take a couple evenings off for me and Tina to do stuff, but for the most time, it got dark by 5:30 or 6. I would be hunting basically every single day, all day long, and I was killing a whole bunch of animals. Okay. Now that I live here, I don't hunt as much as I did before. Not for deer, not for hogs, not for anything. Why? I have this luxury of time. I have this ability to hunt year round. So there's always tomorrow. There's always, I can do this today, I can do that tomorrow. Plus we got a new grandson, so we spent a lot of time with him for the last 2 years. It's been absolutely amazing. And now we actually watch him 3 days a week. So I'm still hunting, but I'm making sure that those are half days so I can see him too. So, but this is the reality of it. So what do you do? What are you going to do now that your hunting season is over? Deer season pretty much in every place, exception at Alabama, I think, is pretty much over with by now. What are you going to do? You got options. First of all, small game season is still going in a lot of places. And I'll tell you what, there's not much out there that's funner than chasing rabbits and squirrels with a bow. Okay, it is an absolute riot. For the squirrels, make yourself some flu-flus, cut them halfway down, don't even let them be a full flu-flu. I prefer them to be a half flu-flu, or use your regular arrows and just watch your shots. But you can squirrel hunt with a bow. You can rabbit hunt with a bow. You can go down to one of the funnest hunts I've ever done. It has high success rates to it. Hog hunting has very low success rates. I'm sorry. I can't recommend you go on a hog hunt. They're fun, but your odds of... When you figure that the average hog hunter on public land walks about 20 miles per hog seen, understand the reality of that. Your odds of coming to public land and getting into hogs are slim. However, your odds of going to an outfitted hog hunt and being able to get into hogs are tremendous, okay? And there's a lot of great places, and it's dirt cheap. Some places are like $120 a day to go down there and sit there. You can hunt them during the day. You can hunt them, if you didn't see nothing or get anything during the day, you can hunt them at night over a light, over a feeder. You can have a ball doing it. You can use thermals. You can do anything you want to do. And hunt them on, with an outfitted setup like that. There's places in everywhere. There's even up in the north. You don't have to come to the south. You have hog preserves up there. I spent 20 years. I killed 12 hogs. Not going every year for 20 years, but there was a 20-year period through the 90s, the early 90s through the through the mid 2000s that we were doing that every other year. We were going on a hog hunt. Down to Tennessee, Ohio, even places in Michigan we went to go shoot hogs, put meat in the freezer, have a great time, get a couple of buddies. Fantastic trips. Javelina hunting in Texas, incredible. A lot of outfitters down there that you can do that for. Spot and stalk hunting, beautiful weather right now when you guys are freezing at home up north and it's 0 degrees out there and 3 feet of snow. You can come down to Texas and you can go run javelina down there at the time of your life. You can also hunt hogs. Texas is one of the best states there is for hogs. Florida is another good one for hogs with a lot of opportunity there too, especially outfitted. A lot of great outfits down there. Again, if you're going hogs for public land, man, you're in for a world of trouble. I would recommend going more guided or something like that so that you get the most out of your 2 or 3 day hunt that you're going to do. But there's a lot of opportunity for this. Pheasant hunting, you got all kinds of things that you can be doing. And then we also have all the shoots kicking off. Not the big shoots like ETAR and things like that, but you have a lot of the traditional bow hunting or even regular 3D shoots that are starting to go. The circuits kick back up, things like that. You can take advantage of that and get out and do some shooting. And then you also have the predator hunting, which goes for a long time. And predator hunting can be done with a bow as well, too. It's much harder, but in places it's legal. Rather than using collars and things like that, you can go out there and you can make what we call baitsicles, especially you guys that are in the cold areas, where you take a whole bunch of meat scraps and things like that are there, and you basically put them in a 5-gallon bucket with a chain in the bottom. You stick a chain in it, put that in a 5-gallon bucket, line it with a garbage bag. Sorry, take a 5-gallon bucket, line it with a garbage bag, drop it in the meat, drop a chain, fill it full of water, and put it in your deep freeze and freeze that thing. And then you can pull that out of the bucket, rip the bag off of it, and you got a solid bait sickle that you could just, with a chain in it, that you can tie right to a tree. And in the cold temperatures, it'll take them a long time to come back and lick and chew and gnaw on that thing forever. And now you have a bait site that you could set up for predators where it's legal at. So there's so many different things and avenues that you can use to bypass this. I keep hearing over and over all the time, I can't wait till October 1st. I can't wait till October 1st. It's January. It's in February now, but at the time I'm thinking it's January. That's like 10 months from now. There's a lot of things you can be doing between now and then. And one of the biggest ones all over the country, you northern people have to wait a couple months, just 2 more months for it, bow fishing. Oh my God. The thing I missed the most about being in Michigan was the bow fishing. Some of the most amazing times with my family. Remember, if you follow my channel, you've seen it. We've had 3 custom boats done that we did set up for bow fishing. And we were out there 3 to 4 nights a week all summer long, having a time of our lives as a family, on every Friday night, because they didn't have school on Saturday, and then back out there again on Saturday night if I didn't have a wedding. This is how it was nonstop. Even on a school night, we'd go out there until 10 o'clock. We'd go out there and fish for an hour and a half, which, understand, that means load the boat up, get in the truck, drive 2 hours, fish for an hour, come back, load up, drive home. That's crazy. But we did it. We did whatever we had to. But bow fishing is by far one of the funnest things there is to do. And you don't have to get crazy. You can buy a cheap bow fishing reel set up and a cheap a bow fishing arrow, and go walk ditches and have the time of your life. Or go walk in the banks, or go wading out into, some of the floodwaters and backwaters when a spawn hits. When those temperatures of that water starts getting to about 55 to 60 degrees, man, it's game on. They're going to be in there. But you got carp, you got dogfish, you got gar, you got everything you can do, and it is fun. It is an absolute riot. And those fish make for some of the best fertilizer for your gardens, if you have one, that you could ever possibly have. So many opportunities now. There's no reason to be sitting back and just going, okay, well, we're done. I'll make a couple arrows and a bowstring, and that'll get me through till October. It's not like that. This bow that we carry, this traditional bow, this thing that we're doing, it's a year-round, 365, 24/7 lifestyle type of a thing, and we enjoy it tremendously. Deer season, put it into perspective, deer season for me is like that much of my world in my timeline. It's like this little speck. Is it one that I love and I enjoy? Yes, but it is so far down the list of things that I look forward to. I do. But this is my world right here. This is what I love. I'm out here in a t-shirt. It's 70 degrees out. Yes, I got stains on here because I'm tiling right now in a bathroom. But we have been. This is my world now. I mean, from now all the way through till deer season starts. Every chance I get, this is where I am. It looks glorious, looks amazing. It is, but don't forget, it's going to be pretty soon. It'll be 100 degrees. The mosquitoes will carry you if you stand still for a second. They'll pick you up and move you. And we got snakes and we got gators. Matter of fact, if you're in my Patreon, you just saw it today. It is February 6th today, and I just walked by a hole that had 7 gators in it. 7 gators. February 6th, they were out that were out sunning themselves. Did not see any snakes today. But very interesting world here for me that, like I said, deer season is a very small portion of my world now. Your deer season may be the biggest part of yours, but don't think for a second there's not a whole world out there. When I lived in Michigan, deer season was great, and I really look forward to it, but one of the biggest factors for me, things that excited me the most, was bow fishing season. Why? It was long and I got to do it all the time. We were basically bow fishing from March all the way through August and September, non-stop bow fishing. Anything. That was it. Hey, let's go bow fishing. I haven't shot a 3D shoot in for years. Why? I spent my time bow fishing. I haven't turkey hunted in 20 years. Why? Because turkey season runs during bow fishing season and I'd rather bow fish. So find whatever it is that you like to do. I forgot to even mention turkey season coming up. A lot of people know about that, but again, I never hunted them. It was always bow fishing for me. Find the stuff that you can do with your bow through this entire off season. Stump shooting is another one where legal, especially you guys that have your own property, use it. Go out there and stump shoot. Make some fun little targets. You can go build whatever kind of thing you want and make your own bag targets, things like that that you can set up out there that can be a lot of fun for you guys to go shoot. You can take a little burlap sack, yay big, and stuff that full of a bunch of old whatever you got, old plastic pieces, old bags, anything like that. Stuff that thing full, put a thing on it and hang a bunch of them around your property that's high off the ground, and then you guys can go out there and shoot at it. It's hard to hit, but you'll know when somebody does because the arrow stays in it. You know, there's so many things you can do to have fun with. So get out there, enjoy it, take that bow. Do not let the next deer season be the only highlight that you have to look forward to. There's so much more you can do with the bow. Enjoy it. Thanks for watching.